I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, I think this may be the last episode of Demolition Man, because there's hardly anything left to do. Play tested it a few times, and it's playing good. I got a couple minor tweaks to do, and then I will be wrapping up this series. But if you've been watching from the beginning, I appreciate it. It's been a long journey. I don't know, what is this, episode 14 or something like that? I'm sure I could have condensed it into less episodes, but hey, we're having fun here, right? So this is what it looks like as it sits. I've got two minor things left. Well, one's minor and one is significant. This is minor. We got a brand new eyeball, and my old eyeball dried right out and wasn't rolling like it's supposed to. Look at that. That's hilarious. It's a weighted, juiced up eyeball, so that's pretty fun. We've got to install that, and then, of course, oh, this is, by the way, thank you, Dutch. This is a gift from him to me for my 50th birthday, so pretty sweet gift. Thank you again, Dutch. Today is the day. These guys are getting installed. Early in the series, I had no idea what these things were. Thought they were some weird light fixtures, and thought overall it was kind of a meh design, but now that I know that they are cryogenic prison chambers of which Stallone was inside, and the MTL magnesium thermite laser broke him out of his cryogenic prison so that he could come back from the past to fight the future of Wesley Snipes, because he's a bad guy and they needed Sylvester. So now I get the whole concept behind the design, and I think it'll look pretty friggin' awesome. So, other than that, couple tweaks, this machine will be complete. Maybe when I'm done with those couple things, I'll take you along for the ride of installing the art blades, because why not? But maybe when I'm done, I'll just briefly kind of go over everything that I've done to this machine since I got it. In case you haven't seen all 13 episodes and just want a brief summary, I can do that. And then probably we'll play one final game. Final for the series, not for me, obviously. This is going to end up where my Playboy currently resides. Let's go for a quick walk. Playboy was here, but Dracula I sold to Maple Pinball, Shane Jackson, and Playboy is currently in its space. So once Playboy is sold, should throw on flash. This looks like crap. Why is it not focused very well? Then I think this will be a perfect home for Demolition Man. And I need to do like an updated tour of my collection, because things have changed quite a bit. I was looking at an old video from 2002 of my collection, and literally there are 3 games that are still here. The rest is new. One of them being Night Moves, which doesn't really need to go anywhere because it's comfortable in that space. Funhouse was in the lineup, and Lord of the Rings. Everything else is different, except Whitewater was in the back room getting worked on at the time. So Lord of the Rings, Whitewater, but technically wasn't in the lineup. Funhouse and Night Moves are the only remaining games since I've been shuffling in the last couple years. I think I'll start with the easy part, changing out the eyeball. This guy is green. I'll find a home for him somewhere. I feel like I've got a couple other eyeballs in the collection somewhere. Thought there might have been one over there. There is this an eyeball? Ooh, it's like supersized green eyeball. I don't even know what that's from. But yeah, so we'll stick, maybe stick the eyeball up here with these guys. So anyway, that's what's going on today. I don't know how much content I have. I do kind of digress and, you know, get sidetracked. So who knows? We'll see. I'll probably set up the rig. You can watch me attempt to install the art blades without effing up. I've done a few sets, so you know, it's not my first rodeo, but this is Pinball Shenanigans, so wish me luck. Okay, this wasn't so bad. I just removed this screw, kind of loosen up this wire form, and these two screws here and here, and I should be able to get in there. One-handed is a little more tricky, but one green eyeball out. You can kind of see that there's no fluid in there. Oh, there's kind of a bit of a difference between the two. The green eyeball itself is much smaller. Anyway, they don't make those anymore, I guess, so we take what we can get. Pop this guy in here, like so. And then, do I got a pinball? I want to give that a bit of a test here. Let's pop a ball out and kind of see if this feels like it rolls any different. Yep, I think it's good, and I like that it faces up. Oh, I missed that one completely. But there we go, eyeball installed. Alright, I got Steve Verstegen here. He's going to take away a bunch of translights and scan them. Pulled these out of the friggin' closet, and I hadn't seen them for a while, and now I want to show Steve what we got. Why don't you siphon through them? Sure. But there's lots of cool stuff here. That's like the backing paper for Starship Troopers. It's the only one that has it. But you're going to scan all these.
That's the plan.
And add them to your scan collection. Oh, that's pretty cool, eh? The backside, how that is like that. Big Bang Bar, that's a good one. I'm pretty...
If you got the rest of this game, I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure this is all original stuff too. This is not any like reproduction aftermarket stuff. Apollo 13, like how many did they even make of those? I don't think they made a lot. World Challenge Soccer, best Gottlieb game ever. So the rest are Gottlieb stuff. Gladiators, like really cool art. Hey, this is Starfighter 2. Oh no, that was just a combination of both. Street Fighter 2. Rescue 911. Mario Andretti. Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Check this out. Next one out. Nice. Super Mario Brothers Super Mushroom World.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool and rare. I mean, they made a lot more translights than they did the machines because for promotion purposes, but I don't know. So I bet you some of these are pretty hard to obtain. Well, original anyway. Shack. I've got a Shack Attack in storage. But there you go. That's some cool stuff, eh?
That's very cool.
Okay, back in the basement. Everything's all buttoned down here for the eyeball. But yeah, Steve Verstegen kind of paid me a bit of a surprise visit. We were communicating, and what that was all about is that he scans playfields and plastics and back glasses and translights, and has been doing it for quite a while now, and has built up quite the collection, the archive of all kinds of scans, because this stuff, a lot of it is getting harder and harder to come by, and if you can't find an original and you need a scan to recreate one, then Steve Verstegen may be your guy. So I'm contributing to the cause, lent him that stack of translights. He's going to scan them all. And he says he takes like photos, so each translate's going to be like 6 photos, and then he has to stitch them all together. about 15 minutes per translite. So, you know, he's got a few hours work there. So that's some good dedication to the pinball community and an archive of pinball stuffs. So good job on Steve for that. And yeah, once he's done with that stack, I'll probably have some more stuff I can feed him. But I think it's time to do some art blades. All right, I found a good home for Mr. Green Eyeball. Right there. Okay, one more tweak before I get to the fun art blade stuff. This connector here I noticed when messing around under the playfield. This is in really not good shape. I mean, there's no actual issues, but I can't just, in good faith, notice this and leave it. Like, that is not good. So I am going to repin this connector, brand new terminals and Molex style connector, and not this crappy soldered up IDC bull crap. So I gotta fix that. All right, old connector has been removed. Definitely, I don't know what the issue was that would cause someone to do this, what the symptom was. I think this motor board, is it a motor board? Does it have something to do with the claw or the elevator? Probably. Anyway, either way, brand new connector, new terminals, Trifuricon. We've got a key there in the middle, so we can't screw this up ever. Got the locking portion of the Molex connector there. To snug that in, make sure I've got a little bit of slack to work with. And there we go. I can sleep much better at night now. Okay, just for fun, I pulled out the manual, and this board is in fact for the claw. So I'm guessing at some point the claw was acting a little funny, and they tried to remedy that with this connector here. So mystery solved. All right, well, have fun watching me struggle with installing art blades. I'll probably end up time-lapsing some of this because it might take me a minute or two. So let me grab one for starters, and we'll peel off the backing. Here we go. Does this look like the right side? I'm going to do the near... No, I'll do the far side first. Yeah. Far side. Okay, we're going with that side. There's a little bit of a wrinkle here and here, but I plan on pressing that out as best as I can. I have tried the wet method before, where you kind of take a cloth. Actually, you know what I should do first? I really should kind of just clean the area with something, maybe a light bit of rubbing alcohol, just to make sure that everything sticks. So I'll be right back. All right, here goes nothing. I just realized if I ever want to remove the triggers again, I'm going to have to peel up the friggin' art blades. So hopefully they never break in the history of its life. Yeah, I never thought of that. Let's check again just to see. So I'd have to like peel that up. I guess that's not the end of the world. I think that's doable. But, you know, I've already gone through these handles, so shouldn't be a problem. I expect they'll last me a long time. Okay, here we go. Sometimes you gotta tear off the band-aid and stick it on. Uh-oh, it's sticking to my work table there. Okay, here we go. Crap, do I need to remove the hinge bolt first for this? I think I do. So, one moment. Okay, hinge bolt is removed. And I can even maybe, possibly, stick it back in gently to use it as a bit of a guide if needed. Alright, how's that look? I need to get my glasses on and really get a close look here. Alright, hopefully that looks good. Maybe I'll put the playfield down and get a better look. Okay, here we go. Let's throw on the light. I'm just trying to make sure the top line is pretty even all the way around. And it's pretty damn good. That's not perfect. The main spot I was trying to line up was that hole there, and you know, doesn't look perfect. Might need to trim back the art blade just a smidge, but that's okay. Doesn't need to be perfect. I almost really should have took a marker to this worn wood area. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. It's like, it's just the top of the side of the cabinet, but yeah, oh well, I'm just gonna live with that. So I don't see any wrinkles or bubbles, and I think I'm gonna just press that on nice and firm, and then I'll rinse and repeat to the other side and then show you the finished product. But it's looking pretty good. Alright, they're installed. Let's power on this bad boy and get a closer look here. Alright, what do you think? I think no matter what, any art blade is going to look better than just black walls. It really like encloses the machine into its own little world. It's like the finishing touch. And problem is, once you start doing them on a couple machines, you kind of want to do them on all machines. But these are really good bang for your buck. I mean, some are more expensive than others, but retro refurbs is where Kevin and I pretty much get all of our stuff, and they have been great. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody tell me. Kevin may. I think the guy's name's Mario, and he, from what I've heard from Kevin, is awesome. You know, Kevin does freaking like bulk orders because he's going through so many machines, and for himself and for customers. And every once in a while, Mario will be like, have a free set of art blades, you know, what do you want? So Kevin is one of his best customers perhaps, and Mario sounds like a pretty rad dude. So if you want art blades, and even if they're not on his website, you know, it wouldn't hurt to ask him, like, hey, I see that you don't have art blades for Jackbot, can you print a set? And I feel like there's a good chance he will. He's in Europe, so, you know, shipping might be a little up there, but again, art blades, great bang for the buck, and I'm pretty stoked with how this all looks. So there's that. Okay, before I forget, I want to show off one little Easter egg here from Sandra Bullock. Start a game. The Demolition. Put the ball in the shooter lane. I think it's hit this button 4 times. Let's see what happens. Or maybe it's the trigger. Let's try the trigger. No, let's try the other button.
What I wouldn't give for some action.
Ah, you hear that? Okay, last thing I'm going to do, as promised, is just briefly go over what I did to this machine once I got it. It was in a very damp and musty basement, so the entire exterior was covered in like white fungi. I don't even know what it was. You know, the mildewy, moldy looking stuff. And the entire surface of the machine needed a thorough wipe down. Cabinet, head, back, front, the works. So then I proceeded to stick on some brand new legs because the original ones were very rusty. They'll make good candidates for powder coating, but I stuck with the stainless look on this game. Then I think the next thing I did was send out the handles to be chromed because they were in pretty deplorable condition. Then I sent out all the circuit boards for repair to my board guy. Repinned any bad connectors. And then I think next was pretty much, playfield shop job. Take the pretty much entire top side of the playfield off, clean everything, and repair anything, and reassemble everything. Obviously cleaned and waxed the playfield with Novus 2. Complete rubber job from Titan. I did the clear silicone rubber kit that I created from Titan. And there's about 20 Cliffy posts, so I made a combination of what I had in stock, white and orange. So all in all, we've got translucent, we've got white Cliffy posts, orange Cliffy posts, and I stuck with the orange flipper rubbers, so I think it turned out great. I did some major surgery on the elevator mech because it was really grumpy, and I don't even know actually what the issue ended up being, but whatever I did got it to work, so I'm happy with that. Of course, the machine got a complete and full LED job, and I think most of those came from pinballrom.com and maybe some from pinballleds.ca. I've got a bit of both. Then I got some custom apron cards printed up at my ink guy's place. He's not even a print shop, but every once in a while I just hit him up and he hooks me up, so pretty sweet. Did a complete flipper rebuild with, new coil sleeves and stops and plungers and links and flipper bats, all of which I managed to have in stock, so that was pretty sweet. And as you've seen today, we got a new eyeball. The cars were in good shape, so I didn't need to replace those. Art blades, as you just saw as well. I changed the LEDs over here to blue, which I thought was pretty cool. And then, just generic going through all the mechs and making sure they're all working properly, like the vertical up kicker, pop bumpers, and slingshots, the claw, just making sure everything was working good. Oh, and of course, color DMD was installed. Great bang for your buck. They're expensive, but, it really changes the game. And, I think that's pretty much it. I'm sure there's a lot of minute details that I'm forgetting, but that's pretty much the grand summary. Took me about 14 episodes, like I said, from start to finish. Oh, one other thing, I added LED lighting in the truss area in the back there, so that really looks good. And I did the math in a previous episode, and I think it cost me around $2,500 to do everything that I did. chrome handles were $300. Color DMD I only put as like $530 because I bought it years ago. If you were to buy a new one today, add an extra $300. And yeah, so that's what $2,500 will get you, plus the base cost of the machine, which is still a mystery to this day. But the cabinet cleaned up very nice. All that mildew preserved it well. It's in really good shape, actually. Very minimal to no fade. The biggest whammy on this machine is the right side of the head. It looks like, I don't know, might have been sitting in the sun at one point and it got a little dry and wrinkly. Shrunk up a bit. On a side note, I gotta touch this up because I can. And so I'll add that to the list just for posterity's sake. What about the other side? Yeah, I could use a bit of touch-up as well. Oh yeah, all new leg hardware, of course, and new balls. Tried to buy new triggers for the chrome handles, but they're 3D printed and they didn't really fit very well, so I didn't end up using those. I did not have to buy a new plastic set. This one was chipped at the end and normally gets screwed into here, so I just filed it down and put a new hole in it and screwed it into this other post, which is very convenient. And you know, I didn't think it was worth it to buy a whole new set for that. And this little break in the plastic here, which I put some Mylar underneath and crazy glue, and that should hold up for hundreds and hundreds of games, hopefully even longer. And then I had like one tiny crack here, so that did not warrant buying a new plastic set. And the ramps are all in nice shape, so that was a bonus. But yep, that is about it. Pretty sweet how it turned out. I'm pretty stoked how it turned out. And I think there's only one last thing to do. One final game to end the series. What do you think?
The Demolition. What I wouldn't give for some action.
All right, let's go. Actually, this is kind of in my way. Very much in my way, but we'll live with it. Watch there be some major malfunction now. Oh, yeah. Says whoever that was. I'll have to try and get to the second multi-ball, because those jackpot callouts are maybe some of the best jackpot callouts in history. They're done by Sylvester Stallone. So that's going to be my goal. Oh, that's going to be the end of the first multi-ball. I should try and show you the Easter egg for the retinal scan. I'll try and hit it. Okay, there's one. So if I hit it a second time, oh, don't do it. If I hit retinal scan, I keep going to say rectal scan. I said it too many times. If I hit the retinal scan one more time, don't you dare. And then I hit the two thumb buttons. Then you'll see a really cool animation. It does involve blood. And you'll get to see it in full color, because color DMD. Alright, what's happening here? Final shot for the... Oh, how about now? Alright, so... in order to get to the second multi-ball, I gotta go to the lock freeze zone. And that, I think, lights my second multi-ball. Yep, there it is. Before I do that, check out the color DMD animation. Doesn't it look awesome? I friggin' love it. Okay, shoot left loop. But I want to go... Whoa, that might come back. Car crash, ball save. I think I missed my MTL opportunity there. That was a close shot to the second multi-ball. Didn't give me a chance at my MTL there. It popped out. Alright, get a hold of yourself. Here we go. Okay, gonna go retinal scan. If I get it, I'm gonna hit the 2 thumb buttons and watch the display. Car crash. I wonder if car crash is a viable strategy. Oh boy. Multi-ball done. There it is, ready? Did you see I just stabbed Smithers in the eye with a sharp object and blood squirted everywhere? I might have to do a little slow-mo replay on that. There it is, ready? That's a fun little Easter egg for you. Okay, next thing is Museum Multi-Ball Jackpots. Okay, here's a chance right here. A little early. That's trouble. Oh, saved it, but I didn't react in time with the right flipper. You know, sometimes you can just drill the ball up the middle and it will fall into that scoop up there, starting your multi-ball. Or maybe if I enable the claw, then I can start it that way. So what do I got to do? What do I got to do? I got to hit the right ramp to the right in lane, to the left ramp, to the left in lane, to the right ramp, I think. There's an MTL. Or I can just hit the friggin' shot. Claw open. No, you don't. Oh. That really pains me. I bet you my claw's closed for business again now. Nope, still open. Okay. I mean, my goal really should be to like get to demolition time, the wizard mode, but setting the bar low. Here we go. Oh no. Don't make me cheat. Okay. Get ready for jackpot callouts. Sylvester Stallone. Screaming, yelling, whatever you want to call it. Wait, that didn't start my multi-ball? Oh, that's because I've got the modified ROMs. Well, maybe not modified. Well, I was going to say alternate. So I'll just go the old-fashioned way. Get ready for it. Here we go, first shot. It's not the actual word jackpot from the one dude. Obviously, it's Sylvester Stallone. Right on cue there, thank you. Okay, I'm going to use both my thumb buttons and claim one more jackpot there. And then looks like right ramp for the finishing blow. Relights. Oh, wait. Right ramp again. Hey. Can I beat Wesley Snipes if I hit this? Oh, one more. Forgiveness, forgiveness. No forgiveness. Wow. No opportunity to see if there was forgiveness. Okay, so now, whoa. Let's go for demolition time. Why not? Oh, that's trouble. Doing a little bit of flailing here. This game is very flowy. Fresh flippers. Definitely helps. Come on. Gotta go a little later, a little later, a little later. There we go. Okay. So let's take Super Pops. No, let's go capture Simon.
You and me.
We just need 3 arrows to beat Simon, or capture him. You can just do that pretty quickly. Computer is now lit for some award. There's Simon. And there's computer. What do I got? 2x retinal scan. Let's hit both buttons for fun. Did that do anything? There are more Easter eggs, lots of them. If I get in the, extra ball would be nice. Oh my god. I'd like an extra ball, and I'd like to show you some more Easter eggs. Pretty much anytime you go in the saucer up top. Oh, that's trouble. Yeah, saw that one coming. Anytime you go in the saucer up top, hit both buttons, and sometimes you will get a fun extra animation. Well, there it is. Didn't quite crack the bill.
Very nice.
Oh, thank you, Sylvester and Sandra. And there it is. Demolition Man, the series is complete. If you made it all the way through every episode, then you get an extra yellow Shenanigander star, and you should put that on your fridge. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next project.